There's obviously a lot of tension in the marketplace. How's that sort of manifesting itself? What are the key issues that are coming up? I mean, 10 years ago there was some quite infamous bond pools in Dubai, for example. Are we seeing tension manifesting itself on projects?
Statistically, last year has been one of those years, 2016 and now in 2017, we've seen more disagreement that leads to calling on bonds and liquidating them. More arbitration, and that is, part of it is a frustration of some of the aspects of the market, the dynamics that we've just talked about has changed. There are delayed payments. There are a lot of variations. Time extensions have been an issue. Under certification has been another issue. Technically, it's at the delay in the projects due to all these circumstances and the availability of funds readily have impacted the flow of such projects.
And how's this affecting construction companies? If we look at the publicly listed ones, either locally or internationally, have all reported difficulties. If we look at the local market, there's a couple of contractors who are sort of restructuring themselves. Then internationally, there's been some very large provisions set aside for projects in the Middle East. Is it the same across the board, you would say, across all your clients, or is it just the listed ones are doing particularly badly?
The listed ones or the non-listed ones, they are all operating in the same market. So they have, to a certain extent, the same circumstances that they need to deal with. The public ones are the ones that we are aware of. The public is aware of. But the delay in payments is causing a lot of stress onto this industry and the companies, which means that genuinely everybody needs to relook at the restructuring transparently, their requirements, their project funding, the financing for it. There's nothing wrong in addressing an issue transparently. Banks are there with their customers. Mashreq is always there with their customers to try to find a way where we can help and support those companies to complete those projects that they have undertaken. Restructure is something that's happening across.